Hey guys, so today is Thursday, and it's actually referred to as Maudy Thursday in the church circles. And it's a day in which we remember and celebrate the Last Supper, which actually sets up what we refer to now as communion. And it's also a time where we focus on Jesus washing the feet of his disciples. That idea of a servant, a king, who is so humble that he still takes care of the ones he loves before himself. Now those are two major aspects of our faith and two major events in Holy Week leading up to the crucifixion. But there's so much to cover in these 5 to 7 minute long videos that I just want to focus on something else. And we also got to try to squeeze in everything that happens on Friday. And so what I want to do today is actually focus on the prayer of Jesus at Gethsemane. So it's past the Last Supper and he's walking with his disciples and he's headed and he's going to pray. He knows what's about to happen. He's about to be arrested. He tells his disciples, hey, would you come pray with me? Now there's an element in which they fall asleep and he rebukes them and says, hey, be ready because I'm getting ready to leave. But we're not going to focus on that. We're just going to focus on his words to his Father, because what we see in this moment is Jesus being vulnerable, and we see his heart. Once again, we see that he's completely human, and that if possible, man, he would love to find another way to redeem us, to bring us back into relationship with God. So we are going to be in Matthew again, and we are once again in chapter 26, verse 39. It says, going a little further, talking about Jesus, he fell with his face to the ground and he prayed. He fell with his face to the ground and he prayed. Have you ever fallen with your face to the ground and prayed? Have you ever come to a place where it seems like everything is so overwhelming, everything is so out of your control, you don't know what's going on, you don't know how to handle it, that all you can do is fall to your face and pray? Now, Jesus knew what was about to happen, but still, that's how he felt. He fell to the ground and he prayed, and this was his prayer. Hear this. My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. If there is any way, God, if there's any way, Father, can we find something else that will help redeem these people that we love so dearly? If we possibly could, can I be spared from the suffering and the death that I am about to experience? Can we please move beyond that? Jesus was not unaware of the physical torment that he was about to experience. And he didn't want to go through it. But he knew that it was the only way that you and I could be redeemed and have a relationship with our Father. And so he finishes his prayer this way, yet not as I will, but as you will. Because I know that this has to happen. Man, I wish there was some other way, but I know, Father, that this is your will and that this is the only way that we can bring them back home. And so I will go through with this if this is what needs to be done. And Jesus goes into the rest of the night. He gets arrested, goes through the false trials, as we'll look at, and he has this moment where he says, man, I wish there was another way, Father, but your will, not mine. When have we prayed, God, your will, not mine? Not just saying it out loud, but actually meaning it in our hearts. When have we said, God, I would really like for this to happen. I hope that it happens this way. But if it doesn't, I will be faithful to you. If it doesn't, I will not blame you. I will not turn from you. I will continue in your will. When have we ever really had that heart? Not just saying the words out loud, but actually meaning what Jesus meant in this moment, saying, Father, I am faithful and I will see it through to the end and I will do it. Man, I wish there was another way, but I am not going to shy away from your will. What if we ran towards God's will that way? God's will for our lives. What if we ran into it and said, not my will, not my success, not my comfort, not my peace, not my riches, not me and my name, but your name, God, because your name is the only name that matters, is the only name that deserves glory. So you know what? This might hurt. It might not feel good. I might get people who judge me, but I will run into it because your will, not mine. And so as Jesus is in this moment of emotional suffering before he gets into some physical suffering, may we join him today. May we fall to our faces and pray today and say, God, your will, not mine. And maybe you'll find that he's asking you to go and share your story with someone who does not know his name, so that his name might be known. So take this Thursday and use it. Love God because he's loved you. Love others because he's loved you. Glorify his name because his name is the only one worthy of our praise. Have an amazing Thursday.